Hi everybody, it's Leanne, and I want to show you a quick demo of the Moodstruck Addiction Shadow Palette number 5 from Younique. Now this palette always seems to scare people, and I'm going to show you why. This palette has some crazy colors. It's got some pinks, it's got purple, red, and what I call the sunset colors. So a little bit of like a copper, like gold color, and then like a whitish silver. And people get really afraid of this palette because it is so kind of out there. The colors kind of don't all go together. And it's kind of weird, but they kind of do, even though they look like they don't. And I'm going to show you how I got this look with just this palette. And this is a fairly neutral eye. It's got some shimmer to it, but it looks, you know, it's not too crazy colors on my lid. It's pretty neutral for the most part. So let's get started, and I'm going to show you how easy this palette is to actually use. So the first thing I did was I took this color Suspicious, and that was that copper color I showed you right here. And I just took my liner shader brush, and I'm just gonna cover basically my entire lid. And this is probably one of my favorite colors in this palette. Actually, it is my favorite color in this palette, because as you can see, it's got some iridescence in it. So you could really just wear just this color and rock it with just this one color on your lid. Because as you can see with the different lighting, it kind of, I don't know, it has like its own little look to it. It's like realistically, if I blended that out, it would look really good. But that's not what we're going to do today. We're going to go a little bit more in depth with this. So after I applied Suspicious, I went in with Vindictive, which is this like golden color. And I went in with this one with my angled sponge brush, and I went right in with Vindictive. I cover my entire brush. A little bit goes a long way, so just a little bit at a time. And I kind of covered the middle inside part of my lid. So in the mid of my lid. I was trying to make a rhyme there. Did it work? And as you can see, it kind of starts to blend together because of all the iridescence, which I love. So just an easy blend it in. And put a little bit more into the inner part. So kind of towards the inner corner of your eye. Then I'm going to take this sponge side. Let me wipe it off really quick. And I don't normally use a sponge for eyeshadow, but with this I went right in with Brilliant, which is that silver color right here. And what I did was I went right into my inner corner with that. And a little bit more there because I kind of like how that glow is there. So I kind of blended in towards the like inside part or the outside part of my inner corner. And obviously I'm not going to leave that like that because that looks a little cuckoo. So I'm going to take my Deluxe brush, which I just use to blend. I don't use it for anything else. And I just kind of, I'm blending through this now. So it looks a little bit more subtle. And while we're blending, let's blend all of this on my eyes so that it's not so crazy. And then just to touch up, I'm going to go back in with that Vindictive, that yellow gold color. And just fix it up a little bit. Doesn't take too much to do. And then we're going to touch up a little bit of the Suspicious. Very easy. Give it another little blend with our Deluxe brush, or any brush that you use to blend. Doesn't really matter what it is. And the biggest and most important part about blending is keeping the shape of the eyeshadow. So we're just gonna blend, blend, blend. And I'm liking the way that looks. Just gonna use my finger and kind of get rid of that right there. And then the last thing I did, which I normally don't do, but I thought it kind of looked cool, was I went in with the color Vintage, which is like this red color. It looks more pink and over here, but when you look at it up close, it's like a red. And I am going to dip my sponge brush in there again and put it right on the tip. And I'm going to drag it under my eye. And kind of line the underneath with it. And then what I did was I just kind of took that Suspicious color, the copper, the one that I put on my entire lid at the beginning, and just kind of filled in towards the silver, just to kind of make it look like it's fading. And that is how simple it is to use Shadow Palette 5. And I must say, it's pretty thing going on here. Let me just fix up. Making it look a little bit more even. I know it does. And that is Shadow Palette number 5. Love this palette. So if anybody has any questions on that, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer anything for you. And hope everybody has a good day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.